glad you're all here tonight. It's going to be a wonderful show. I'm looking forward to that. I see quite a few folks I know and some really old friends of mine from the young days of Steamers. Kim Richmond over there. My God. We go back many years, 30 years or something like that. Anyway, welcome to the show. For those of you uninitiated, I built and founded and ran Steamers Jazz Club for 23 years into the ground. And that I know. That's right. How do you start? How do you make $1 million in jazz? Start with 2, right? Anyway, after I sold the place a few years back, I was approached by Jack Jasper and Tim Ellis here, who had been doing a little bit of jazz with Tony Guerrero and some other people. They wanted me to bring it here, and it's been 3 years now, and it's been a wonderful marriage relationship, and it continues to go on. And through all of COVID, et cetera, you guys continue to support it, and we're happy for that. Upcoming, we're having our 2nd annual Crypto Jazz Festival. This time, we're going to be doing some shows here at night, but for the most part, it's going to be the Irvine Barclay Theater, which is on the campus there. It's a great performing arts theater coming up on Thursday, July 7th through the 10th. On Thursday, the 7th, Roger Kellaway, incredible jazz pianist, with Eddie Daniels, one of the premier clarinetists. And I think it's going to be Peter Erskine on drums, so that won't be too bad, huh? Nobody good, right? Never heard of them. New York Voices are going to be on Saturday night. Friday night, another great band, Gordon Goodwin and his Big Fat Band. On Sunday, the 10th, Tony Guerrero's going to be here with a great, wonderful jazz vocalist, Tawanda. She won the Sarah Vaughan Championship last year. And then coming up on Sunday will be the Matt Mauser Band. He's doing his tribute to Frank Sinatra. You can go to campusjax.com to get tickets for that, or you could go to the Barclay if you want. We have tickets for all those events there. If you want to help us out in any way, because we do stream these live, and if you have friends that are not able to come to the show tonight, you can have them just go to Campus Jax on Facebook or YouTube and see these streamed live. And let's see, what else coming up? Next week, we're dark. But then after that, the following Thursday, Tony Guerrero will be here with his quintet. And then the following Thursday, I believe it's the 16th of June, the multi-Grammy vocalist Tierney Sutton will be here. Tierney Sutton's going to be here on the 16th of June. So all of these are available with tickets. Just go to campusjax.com. And, you know, there's too many people here for me to introduce them all at once. I'll let Kevin do that. So let's hear it for the, what do we call this, the VDE Big Band? The VDE Big Band. Thanks, folks.
Hello, everybody. Presenting the VDE Big Band. Come on, give it up for these fellas. Come on. And also featuring myself, Mark Kopitzke, and Lia Booth in just a few minutes. Well, it's my first time singing with the VDE Big Band. Let's make it a good one, huh? Come fly with me, let's fly away. If you can use some exotic booze, well, there's a bar right over there. Come on, fly with me, let's fly away. Come on, fly with me, let's float down to Peru. In Llama Land, there's a 16-man band, and we'll toot our flutes for you. Come on, fly with me, we'll take off in the blue. Once I get you up there, where the air is rarefied, we'll just glide, oh so starry-eyed. Once I get you up there, I'll be holding you so near. You may hear all the angels cheer because we're together. Weather-wise, it's such a lovely day. You just say the word and we'll beat the birds down to Acapulco Bay. It is perfect for a flying honeymoon, they say. Come on, fly with me, let's fly. Come on, VD, let's fly. Come on. Once I get you up there, where the air is so rarefied, we'll just glide, oh so starry-eyed. Once I get you up there, I'll be holding you so near. You might even hear oh gang and cheer just because we're together. Weather-wise, it's such a cuckoo day. You just say the word and we'll beat those birds down to Acapulco Bay. Hey, it's so perfect for a flying honeymoon, they say. Come on, fly with me, let's fly, let's fly. Back up, let's fly Gentlemen, it's sounding great. So excited to be here at Steamer's Jazz at Jax. Thank you so much for having us. And as I said, my name is Mark Kopitzke, and man, I was just thinking, since we're by the airfield here, I have a really good airplane joke I want to share, but I think it'll go over your head. You know what happens to a bad airplane joke is that it never lands. But when we were at rehearsal, I went up to Kevin afterward and I said, you know, what are we going to do about the intros? What are we going to do about the song, you know, little shtick? And he said, well, you know, I'm not very funny. And,
no, that's true.
And I'm not very funny either. He says, well, we'll just tell a couple unfunny dad jokes, you know, but one of those things isn't true. Dad jokes are funny. And so one more before we go into the song. It's, what is a golfer's favorite type of music? Swing. Hey. Let's do it, fella.
I call that a good joke. Ladies and gentlemen, Mark Kopitzke. Ladies and gentlemen.
I'll show myself out.
No, you can stay here. Just a little welcome announcement for all of you. Welcome here at CampusJAX, Steamers at CampusJAX. We're very happy to be here. This is the first time that the VDE Big Band is playing here tonight. And we're going to bring you back to the good old days of the 50s and the 60s, where Ella Fitzgerald and Frank Sinatra, Peggy Lee, it's her birthday also today. Peggy Lee's birthday is today. And we will actually we'll play some Peggy Lee for you, where all of those great legendary artists were playing back in the day at all kinds of clubs, Dante's and the Manhole, and in New York at the Apollo Theater. So we're going to try to give you a little smidge of those days from the 50s and the 60s with a full big band and two really great vocalists. And we're going to continue with a Frank Sinatra. Hello. We're going. Hello. My service. We're going to continue with another Frank Sinatra classic that I'm sure you guys will recognize.
Night and day, you are the one. Only you beneath the moon and under the sun. Whether near to me or far, it's no matter, baby, where you are. I think of you day and night and day. Why is it so that this longing for you follows wherever I go? In the roaring traffic's boom, in the silence of my lonely room, I think of you day and night. Under the high of me, it's an oh, such a hungry yearning inside of me. And this torment won't be through till you let me spend my life making love to you day and night, night and day. 9 and 10, you are the one, only you, beneath the moon or under the sun. Whether near to me or far, it's no matter, baby, where you are. I think of you day and night. So that this longing for you follows wherever I go. In the roaring traffic's boom, in the silence of my lonely room, I think of you day and night, night. Such a hungry yearning inside of me, and this torment won't be through till you let me spend life making love to you day and night, Well, now we get to bring up
Somebody else.
Yeah, that's right. The lovely.
We're having so much fun up here already, but we do have another vocalist.
That's right. That's right. Shall we bring her up?
Yes.
Yeah, Lia Booth. Come on, please give a round of applause. Take it away.
That was the Frank Sinatra classic Night and Day off of, I believe that's the album It Swings Easy from the late 50s. And now we're going to play a song that I believe you have in your repertoire.
I do.
Yes.
You've heard it.
Yes, you have heard it. If you're a Lia Booth fan in the house, are there any Lia Booth fans in the house?
Thank you very much.
Well, there you go.
Hi.
Full house of Lia Booth fans.
There you go. You've heard this tune, but not this arrangement.
No,
So
no.
this is new.
If you know this arrangement, then you'll go like, oh yes, that's that arrangement. It's very famous, and it was performed by Ella Fitzgerald and Count Basie. This is Honeysuckle Rose.
Every honeybee fills with jealousy when they see you out with me. I don't blame them, goodness knows. Honeysuckle rose. When we're passing by, flowers droop and sigh. And another reason why you're much sweeter, goodness knows. And you're my honeysuckle rose. Don't buy sugar, you just have to touch my cup. You're my sugar. Sweet when you stir it up. When I'm taking sips from your tasty lips, seems the honey belly drips. Your confection, goodness knows. Honeysuckle rose. Your confection, goodness knows, honeysuckle rose. Well, no, my sugar, you're my sugar, and your confection, goodness knows, honeysuckle rose. Thank you very much. Very happy to be here. You know, this place has become kind of a second home to me. I feel like I'm here so often and very grateful for it. Thanks again for having us, guys.
Absolutely. So I knew from the get-go that we would have to do this tune because I love playing it with Lia, and the moment that we had this gig, I thought we got to play Honeysuckle Rose of the Quincy Jones arrangement for Count Basie. We're going to continue now with another song that's one of Lia's favorites. This is a more obscure arrangement made by the great Buddy Breckman. He was a West Coast composer out here, and he made several arrangements for the songbooks that Ella made back in the late 50s and the early 60s. And this is coming from the Cole Porter songbook. This is From This Moment On.
From this moment on, you brought me, dear, only 2:14, dear. From this moment on, from this happy day. Sweet lips to kiss me goodnight. From this moment on, you and I, baby, will be riding high, babe. Every care is gone. From this moment on. Kiss me goodnight. From this moment on, you and I, babe, will be riding high, babe. Every care is gone. From can't go wrong with Ella Fitzgerald. Cannot go wrong. Woo.
I believe we also have music students in the house. Do we? Yeah? Do we have Osha?
Hi.
Osha in the house? Yeah. Hey, guys. What's up? Yeah. And if you care to dance, there's this entire space for dancers. So if you feel so inclined to put yourselves on the dance floor, then you definitely are granted permission from us.
Yes, please do it.
We are going to take things a little down for this moment just only this moment. But I'm also going to take this moment to introduce the band really quickly to you guys, because you should know who plays in front of you. And we're going to start with the saxophone section on this side. That's Mr. Brian Clancy on tenor saxophone. And on second alto, we have Brett McDonald. Brett McDonald. And for this man, I'll take a special moment because he is a dear friend. He is a legend in the LA jazz music scene. He has played with Stan Kenton. He's on one of the most legendary albums that Claire Fisher has recorded, Thesaurus. OSHA guys, if you don't know Thesaurus, check that out. He's played with the big band of Bob Florence. He now has his own concert jazz orchestra and his small group. That's the great Kim Richmond on lead alto. And next to Kim, we have somebody who I wanted to have in this band already for a very long, long time. And he's so busy that I never could get him. And now I finally got him because... Don't call us, we call you. But then never call back. That's Mr. Dan Kanayuki on second tenor. And on the Barry, my fellow Thad Jones and / big band nut, Tim McKay on the baritone saxophone. And I'm going to stay on that side on the low end. On bass trombone, we have a band leader in his own right. He's going to do his own first big band performance next week, Wednesday, up in LA and at Vitello's. That's Mr. Paul Nelson on bass trombone. Paul Nelson. And next to him, we have a new friend. We've played for the first time last week, Friday, in rehearsal. He goes to USC, and you come from Miami? Illinois, Chicago, Illinois. That's Mr. Nick Crane on trombone. And I'm so happy that this man is able to join us for tonight as well. He is one of the best trombone players in LA, if not this country. He plays with the Tom Kuba's big band. He has played with the Bob Florence big band. He's on tons of movie scores. You ask, is it on that movie? And then he probably would say yes. The better question is on which movie he hasn't played. Mr. Alex Isles. And then on a second trombone and shared lead, also somebody who you got. No, you have a lot to say too, Dave. Incredible trombone player, also played in LA for many, many, many times, and I'm so happy that he's playing with the band tonight. That's Mr. Dave Ryan on trombone. And we're going to stay on this side of the band as well. Next to me is actually my boss, because I teach at a middle school in Burbank, and this gentleman was so kind to hire me and work with the kids, and he's an absolute phenomenal teacher, educator. He conducts 4 orchestras at the school, 4, and not just like, oh, those tiny orchestras, no, big orchestras. And he's also a phenomenal trumpet player. So Mr. Chris Lawrence on trumpet. And also on lead trumpet tonight is, I call him the sexiest man in show business because he actually is. It is true. It is true. Matt Franke on lead trumpet. And next to him is actually a former student of Matt, and we were talking at dinner, and he was like, man, it's so out that I'm sitting next to my old high school teacher, but it's also so nice. And I was like, yeah, man, that's super nice that you get to play next to your former teachers, and that's what we all wish to do. Ian Holmquist on trumpet. Ian Holmquist. And to finalize the trumpet section, he just moved back from Austin. He lived here for many years, moved to Austin because of something that's called COVID, and came back just a few weeks ago. And I met this gentleman back in 2014 while he was on tour with the Clayton Hamilton Jazz Orchestra. He's a phenomenal trumpet player, Mr. Brian Schwartz. And to round out the rhythm section, on piano, my dear friend, one of my best friends, an amazing piano player, Adam Hirsch. You know this man, you've heard about this man. If you haven't heard him, you are hearing him right now. He is, he's one of the best guitar players in LA, and I believe that he's also one of the best guitar players in the country. He plays with Arturo Sandoval, and he just started a new project with the great Latin drummer Jimmy Brandley. That's Mr. Will Brahm on guitar. And taking care of all of the low end in the band. Also, first time that he plays in this big band. He's also a big band leader by himself. He leads the Marlonius Jazz Orchestra, and they just recorded their debut album, which will be released sometime in the now and this next year. Phenomenal bass player as well, and I'm so happy that he's here with the band tonight. Marlon Martinez on double bass. Marlon Martinez. And yours truly, Kevin Van and Elzen on the drums and cymbals. Too many names, I know. You don't have to remember it. I totally forgive you for that. We're going to continue with Mrs. Lia Booth, and we're going to take it down with a ballad made famous by the great Sarah Vaughan. This is called Lonely Hours.
Do without him, but your dreams are still about him. You begin the lonely hours when your romance is ending and your heart has stopped pretending. You are in the lonely hours. Oh, how slow the moments go when your love has disappeared. Oh, how slow the moments go. Every minute is 1,000 years. You swear you can't live without him, even though you're nowhere near him. When you know the lonely hours, and you say he doesn't want you, but his lips will stay to haunt you. When you know the lonely hours, and yes, you know that love will make a broken heart mend. For love began it all, and only love
much. Thank you, thank you.
Give a big hand to Lia Booth, ladies and gentlemen. She's gonna come back. Don't worry, don't worry. Don't panic. She's gonna come back. We're gonna do 2 songs with Mark. And the next song that we are actually going to play is a song that is on my wish list. English is hard sometimes. I'm a second language speaker, if you haven't noticed just yet, so... Sometimes it's like...
No, it was on your wish list. In fact, when he asked me to do the gig, he said we had to do this song, and
That's correct.
he wouldn't invite me to do the gig unless we did it. So
Yeah. It was kind of a choice, but also not really.
yeah,
Frank Sinatra made a beautiful album on his own record label, Reprise. After he left Capitol, he started his own record label called Reprise. And this is, I believe, the first album that he released on that record label. And the beautiful part about this record is that all of the arrangements are made by the great Johnny Mandel. And if that name doesn't ring a bell, oh, we have some Johnny Mandel fans in the house, yes. Shadow of Your Smile, Emily, and the theme song for MASH. Those are all compositions that the great Johnny Mandel wrote. And this arrangement is a Johnny Mandel arrangement of In the Still of the Night by Frank Sinatra.
it's a request, actually. In the still of the night, as I gaze out of my window at the moon in its flight, my thoughts all stray to you. In the still of the night, while the world is in slumber, all the times without number, baby, when I say to you, do you love me as I love you? Are you my life to be, my dream come true? Dream of mine fade out of sight, like the moon growing dim on the rim of that hill. In the still chill of the night. Just as I love you. Are you my life to be, my big dream come true? Or will this dream of mine fade way out of sight, like the moon that keeps growing dim way out on the rim of the hill? In the chill, 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 still, still of the night. Well, this next one is it's a chart that I brought to the band here, and I was very excited to perform. I got to perform it a few times with the Glen Miller Band. Actually, with Brett McDonald, we went on tour together, and we did this song quite a number of times. And this arrangement is by Robert Farnan, which you had told me something about, Robert. And yeah, and this is going to feature Adam Hirsch on piano. So in case you didn't know, that's going to happen. Yeah. All right, let's do it.
Here you go. 2 bars. 1, 2, oh, 2, 3, 4.
So I walk a little too fast, and I drive a little too fast, and I'm reckless, it's true, but what else can you do at the end of a love affair? So I talk a little too much, and I laugh a little too much, and I voice, it's too loud when I'm out in a crowd, so that people are apt to stare. Do they know, do they care that it's only that I'm lonely and low as can be, and the smile on my face isn't really a smile at all. So I smoke a little too much, and I drink just a little too much, and the tunes I request are not always the best, but the ones where the trumpets blare. So I go at a maddening pace, and I pretend that it's taking her place. But what else can you do at the end of a love affair? Do they care that it's only that I'm lonely and low as can be, and the smile on my face isn't really a smile at all? So I smoke a little too much, and I drink a little too much, and the tunes I request are not always the best, but the ones where the trumpets blare. Yeah! So I go at a maddening pace, I pretend that it's taking her place. But what else can you do at the end of a love? Please welcome out to stage, Lia Booth.
Oh my goodness. Mark Kopitzke, everybody. Mark Kopitzke. And thank you, dancers.
Some
They
high
look very
notes there,
beautiful.
man. It's impressive.
So as I said, today marks Peggy Lee's birthday. And she made an incredible album with the great Nelson Riddle, which is called Jump for Joy. And it so happens that we're going to play not one, but 2 tracks off of this recording. And we're going to start off with Glory of Love.
You've got to give a little, take a little, and let your poor heart break a little. That's the story of love. That's the glory of love. You've got to laugh a little, cry a little, until the clouds roll by a little. That's the story of, that's the glory of love. As long as there's the 2 of us, we've got the world and all its charms. And when the world is through with us, we've got each other's arms. You've got to win a little, lose a little, and always have the blues a little. That's the story of, that's the glory of love. That's the story of, that's the glory of love. That's the story of, that's the glory of love. As long as there's the 2 of us, we've got the world and all its charms. And when the world is through with us, we've got each other's arms. You've got to win a little, lose a little, and always have the blues a little. That's the story of, oh, that's the glory of love. Thank you so much. Now, Kevin, this next tune is my favorite. And okay, if you know me, you probably know that Anita O'Day is like the top of my list. She was fantastic and just kind of did whatever she wanted to and was a musician's singer, which I really, really appreciate. This is my favorite big band arrangement of Anita O'Day's, and it's called Avalon. I found my love in Avalon, beside the bay. I left my love in Avalon, sailed away. I dream of him and Avalon from dusk till dawn. And so I think I'll travel on to Avalon. I found my love in Avalon. I left my love in Avalon. I dream of him. So I think I'll travel on to found my love in Avalon beside the bay. Left my love in Avalon and sailed away. I dream of him in Avalon from dusk till dawn. So I think I'll travel on to Avalon. Gonna get my coat. Gonna take a boat to Avalon. Day, man. Thank you. Thank you.
How about for that scat solo?
Thank you very much.
We're going to continue with a wonderful arrangement that the great Billy May wrote for Ella Fitzgerald. This is off of her Harold Arlen songbook. This is a really, really cool arrangement, and it's called Blues in the Night.
When I was in pigtails, my mama done told me a man's gonna sweet talk, give you the big eye, but when the sweet talk is done, a man is a two-faced, a worrisome thing will leave you to sing the blues in the night. Now the rain a falling, hear the train a calling. Ooh-wee. My mama done told me, hear that lonesome whistle blowing across the trestle. Ooh-wee. My mama done told me, ooh-wee-ooh-wee. Oh, clickety-clack said echoing back the blues in the night. The evening breeze will start the trees to cry and the I've been in some big town and heard me some big talk, but never been one thing I know. A man is a true thing, a worrisome thing will leave you to sing the blues in the night. Yes, those lonely blues in the night. Thank you so much.
Give it up for Lia Booth, everybody. Lia Booth. Well, Lia is such an in-demand singer that she has to go straight away to another gig. So please give a big hand to Lia Booth. Big hand to Lia Booth. Thank you, Lia. That was super, super beautiful. And have fun at your other gig at the Muckenthaler as well. We're going to give the vocalists, or now our only remaining vocalist, also a longer break so that he can, you know, get the vocal cords in shape. So we're going to play an instrumental for you. And this is also a very well-known standard. It comes out of the Basie book. This is called Day In, Day Out.
Oh, hey. Can we get another round of applause for the incredible VDE Big Band? I just got chills sitting over there. It was incredible. So, you know, and Lia, oh my gosh, I don't know if you're still here, but isn't she amazing? I mean, she was doing things with her voice I only dream of. It was incredible. Oh my goodness. But, you know, now that she's gone, I think I can tell a few more dad jokes. So, I just got a few here, so let me just break this out. Is that all right with you? Yeah, okay. What did the baby corn say to the mama? Oh, we're starting. Oh, okay. Gee, it's great after being out late, walking my baby back home. Arm in arm over meadow and farm, walking my baby back home. We go along harmonizing a song, or I'm reciting a poem. Hours go by and they give me the eye, walking my baby back home. We stop for a while, she gives me a smile and snuggles her head on my chest. We started to pet, and that's when I get her talcum all over my vest. After I kinda straighten my tie, she has to borrow my comb. One kiss, then we continue again, walking my baby back home. Afraid of the dark, so I have to park outside of her door till it's light. She says if I try to kiss her, she'll cry. I dry her tears all through the night, hand in hand to a barbecue stand. Right from her doorway we roam, eats and then we continue again, walking my baby, talking my baby, loving my baby. I don't mean maybe, walking my baby back home.
Thank you, ladies and gentlemen. How about it also for our wonderful dancers? Yes, they also deserve a round of applause. Thank you. I would like to acknowledge that on tenor saxophone in Avalon, you just heard a tenor saxophone solo by the great Mr. Brian Clancy. Yes. And in the end of a love affair, you heard Adam Hirsch on the piano. And on that last instrumental tune that we just played before this last tune, you heard Ian Holmquist on trumpet. We have a couple more for you with this program. I can't see you guys here on stage, but are you guys having fun? Yes? Yes. So are we. And your enthusiasm and affection has also the working on us, or it has, you know, we get enthusiastic. If you're enthusiastic, I can't speak.
No, we know what you mean. Yeah, absolutely.
Okay,
yeah. No, it's true. You guys are a great audience. Thank you so much.
Yes. We're going to continue with another arrangement by the great Johnny Mandel off of Ring-a-Ding-Ding, the great Frank Sinatra album. This is a little bit more of a underdog arrangement because it wasn't released on the actual vinyl when it came out. It's one of the bonus tracks that you can get on CD or streaming or whatnot is going around today, or whatever rocks your boat. This is called Zing When the Strings to My Heart. And the lyrics of this tune are so gorgeous. They're so good. So We'll play it with love for you. Zing went the strings to my heart.
Yes. Never could carry a tune, never knew where to start. You came along when everything was wrong and put a song in my heart. Dear, when you smiled at me, I heard a melody. It haunted me from the start. Something inside of me started a symphony. Zing went the strings of my heart. 'Twas like a breath of spring. I heard a robin sing about a nest set apart. All nature seemed to be in perfect harmony. Zing went the strings of my heart. Your eyes made sky seem blue again. What else could I do again but keep repeating through again? I love you, love you. I still recall the thrill. I guess I always will. I hope 'twill never depart. Dear, with your lips to mine, a rhapsody divine. Sing with the strings of my heart. Made sky seem blue again. What else could I do again but keep repeating through again? I love you, I love you. I guess I call the thrill. I guess that I always will. I hope 'twill never depart. Dear, with your lips to mine, a rhapsody divine. Sing when the strings of my heart. Oh man, such a gorgeous arrangement of a beautiful song, as you were saying, Kevin. Gorgeous lyrics.
Absolutely, absolutely. I will also take this moment to reintroduce the band to you, because as you hear, this is an incredible band of... They're also meeting each other for the first time right now and introducing each other to oneself. Very nice, Brian, very nice. And to start with this gentleman, he's one of my best friends and an amazing tenor saxophone player, Mr. Brian Clancy on saxophone. Brian Clancy. Next to him, we have the great Brett McDonald on second alto. Brett McDonald. On lead alto tonight, the legendary Kim Richmond. Kim Richmond. And next to him, I'm sure he's going to hate me for saying this, but and he was just on late show with James Corden, playing with Michael Bublé. That's Mr. Dan Kaniuki. Dan Kaniuki. And taking care of the low end of the saxophone section, my fellow big band geek, that's Mr. Tim McKay on Barry. Tim McKay. And I'm going to start on this side of the trombone section. We have Mr. Dave Ryan. Dave Ryan on trombone. Taking care of most of the lead parts today, that's Mr. Alex Isles on trombone. And next to Alex, we have a new friend of the band. That's Mr. Nick Crane. Nick Crane. And taking care of the bass trombone tonight, He had a little scare yesterday, and he called me, and he was like, I don't know if I can make it, but he's here, actually, and I'm so glad that you're here. Paul Nelson on bass trombone. We gave this gentleman, because I'm going to stay on that side of the trumpet section, we gave him, last Friday, we gave him a little bit of a nickname, because in that last tune that you just heard, or the tune before that, Walking My Baby Back Home, that starts with a very nice, sultry tenor saxophone sound, tenor saxophone intro. So we have Mr. Brian Sultry Swartz on the trumpet. It's getting a little warm here on stage. And, yeah. And next to Brian, we have Mr. Ian Holmquist on trumpet, ladies and gentlemen. Ian Holmquist. Equally sultry as well, yes. And also equally salty and sultry, Matt Franke on lead trumpet. Matt Franke. And to finalize the trumpet section, ladies and gentlemen, Mr. Chris Lawrence on trumpet. Chris Lawrence. On piano, I know this gentleman already we know each other already for 7 years. We met each other in Amsterdam. That's where I'm originally from. And we met each other at my alma mater, where he came out with a great band from Cal State Northridge and participated in this competition. And then we met each other, and I said, oh, I'm moving out to LA in 3 or 4 months. Oh, we should hang. And 7 years later, we're still hanging and making music. Mr. Adam Hirsch on piano. On guitar, we also went to Europe pre-pandemic. 2019, we had a really, really nice trio tour in Holland, Belgium, and Germany for 2 weeks. And he hasn't gotten sick and tired of me, because we're still playing together. Mr. Will Brahm on guitar. And then taking care of the low end in the rhythm section tonight is somebody who I've known of already for several years. You also should check out his own big band. He has a phenomenal band, and he just finalized a recording with Billy Strayhorn songs, which is really, really incredible repertoire. And he's working on his own project where he writes music in tribute to Audrey Hepburn, which is very, very interesting. That's Mr. Marlon Martinez on double bass. And yours truly, Kevin Van den Elzen, on the drums and cymbals. And how about it for the great Mark Kopitzke? Mark Kopitzke. And let's also give a big hand to Mrs. Lia Booth, wherever she is. Mrs. Lia Booth. Yes, yes, yes. This arrangement is also an arrangement that you don't hear every day anymore. There's a beautiful album with Frank Sinatra, but not with the Basie Band, because he made several with the Basie Band. But he made one with the Duke Ellington Band. And it's actually a funny album, because none of the arrangements were made by Duke Ellington, funny enough. But Billy May wrote all of the arrangements, and Duke Ellington, you know, with the whole band, they made it sound as if Duke made all of the arrangements, but it's actually Billy May who made all of the arrangements. So this is Billy May's arrangement of Francis A meets Edward K. That's the name of the album. This is All I Need Is the Girl.
Got my tweed pressed got my best vest. All I need now is the girl. Got my striped tie, got my hopes high, got the time and the place, and I've got the rhythm. All I need's the girl to go with them. If she'll just appear, we'll take this big town for a whirl. And if she'll say, my darling, I'm yours, I'll throw away my striped tie and my best pressed tweed. All I really need is the girl. Got my tweed pressed, got my best vest. All I need now is the girl. Got my striped tie, got my hopes way up high. I've got the time and the place and the rhythm. Now all I need is a girl to go with them. If she'll just appear, I'll take this big old town for a whirl. And if she'll say, my darling, I'm yours, I'll throw away my striped tie and my best breast tweed. All I really need is the girl.
Thank you, ladies and gentlemen. And as of all of the good things in life, this has come to an end. Tears, tears, tears. But I will take this moment actually to thank a couple people. How about it for all of the staff, servers, bartenders of CampusJAX. Thank you guys for taking such good care of us. Tip your servers, tip your bartenders. Yeah, they're about to get a little busy. And also, I would like to thank three gentlemen who made this this concert possible. Tim Ellis, Terrence Love, and Tony Guerrero. Please, a big thank you to those three gentlemen for creating this wonderful space that, you know, big band. There aren't that many places out here in Orange County or in LA where a big band can play, and it's been a wish of mine for so long to perform a full American Songbook tribute. So thank you, gentlemen, again for hosting us and letting us play some really nice music here. Thank you. Also, I can't see with all of these lights, but thank you guys for coming out and listening to some great music. We hope that you sincerely enjoyed yourselves with some really nice arrangements that unfortunately you don't hear that much anymore, but we hope that, you know, this will give you enough energy that you'll go on Spotify or Apple Music and, oh, I'm gonna listen to Sinatra or Ella Fitzgerald or Nat King Cole or Mark Kopitzke or Lia Booth or the VDE Big Band when we have a new CD or album. That's not there yet. But in any case, thank you guys so much for coming. We really appreciate you and your enthusiasm. We are going to close this concert out with another arrangement that Mark brought to the bands. This was made famous by Tony Bennett, the great Tony Bennett, who just last year retired at age 95. Incredible. He's a national treasure to the music and to all of us. We're going to send you home because this is the last tune. I have a teacher actually who always said, we would like to play more for you, but this is all we know. So we have one more tune for you. We hope you enjoyed yourself, drive safe, and we're gonna send you home with One for My Baby.
Quarter to 3, there's no one in the place except you and me. So set 'em up to show. I got a little story you ought to know. We're drinking, my friend, to the end of a great big band show. So make it one for my baby and one more for the road. I got the routine, put another nickel in the machine. Feeling so bad, can't you make the music breezy and sad? I could tell you a lot, but you've gotta be true to your code. So make it one for my baby and one more for the road. You never know it, but buddy, I'm a kind of poet, and I've got a lot of things to say. And when I'm gloomy, won't you listen to me till it's all talked away? Well, that's how it goes, and Joe, I know you're getting pretty anxious to close. But thanks for the cheer, I hope you didn't mind my bend in your ear. But this torch I found must be drowned or it soon might explode. So make it one for my baby and one more for the road. That long, long baby. Well, that's how it goes. And Terrence, I know you're getting pretty anxious to close, huh? And thanks for the cheer. I hope you didn't mind the fan in your ears. But this torch shut down must be drowned, or it soon might explode. So make it one for my baby and one more for the road. And long, come on, give it up for the VDE Big Band.
Folks, let's hear it for the VDE Big Band. Mark Kopitzke, Lia Booth, Kevin Dan Elzen. Don't forget to thank them all. Take care of your servers. Let's give a nice round of applause for everybody that's come out tonight, supporting live jazz. And all right, they have no CDs for sale, but let's say a nice prayer for Kim Richmond that he'll continue playing for another 100 years there. Thank you very much for coming out. Go to campusjax.com for tickets. We've got our big jazz festival coming up at the Barclay, July 7th through 10th. We appreciate you coming out. God bless you all.